Boys and girls, Henry Cejudo is going to defeat TJ Dillishaw on Saturday, and here is why. So, I think the answer is actually rather pretty simple, and I think a lot of people are looking past it. Now, I know TJ Dillishaw has been a killer at 135, and he is moving down in weight, which has never been seen before. It's unprecedented to talk about a fighter moving down to capture a second belt, but it is surely happening on Saturday night. But the thing is, he's going against an opponent that plays against his weaknesses perfectly. TJ Dillishaw has only lost 3 fights in his entire career, barring his first early career finish. He was TKO'd by John Dodson very early in his career. He's only ever lost 2 more times, and you know how he's lost in both of those fights? It's pretty simple. It's a decision. This guy does not get knocked out, and you know what Henry Cejudo is not known for doing? Knocking people out. He's not a guy that's going to come in there and beat you with his hands, Cody Garbrandt. He's not that guy. He's a guy that's going to wrestle you. He's a guy that's going to go for a decision. For God's sakes, Henry Cejudo hasn't got a TKO since after Wilson Reed since goddamn 2013. In his 3rd, 4th MMA fight outside of the UFC. Ever since he's been in the UFC, he's only had 1 stoppage victory. The rest have all been decision. He's only had 4 stoppage victories in his entire career. And all 4 came in the early part of his career, where his wrestling base probably gave him a good enough of an opportunity against the talent he was fighting to take them down and finish them. As you can see, his finishes were submission due to punches. That's just from taking them down and pounding them out. So he's not a stoppage fighter. But that's not the problem here. The problem isn't in Henry Cejudo's game. It's in TJ Dillishaw's game. TJ Dillishaw is going to come out there and he's going to play to win the fight. But Cejudo is going to be there playing to win the rounds. He did it against Demetrius Johnson in Henry Cejudo's case, and he is going to do it against TJ Dillishaw. That is my pick for the main event on this fight night. It's Henry Cejudo. It's the Olympic gold medalist wrestler, Olympic gold medalist freestyle wrestler Henry Cejudo. I know TJ Dillishaw has a perfect rounded out game of MMA. On the feet and on the ground, this guy could not be a better example of a pure MMA fighter. But the thing is, when it comes to decisions, they don't go in favor of TJ Dillishaw very often. And I believe down to my core that Henry Cejudo is going to have enough to pull it out. Henry Cejudo's only ever been finished once, and it was a knee to the body. Honestly, we will see if TJ Dillishaw tries to exploit this fact by kneeing Henry Cejudo to the body, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think TJ Dillishaw is going to come out with a little bit of arrogance in his step, and he is going to lose this fight via decision. You have it in writing, you have it in video format. Cejudo is going to leave this fight night as the reigning and defending flyweight champion, and TJ Dillishaw is going to go right back to where he was at 135. And are they going to run it back at 135? At 135, I see TJ Dillishaw probably putting in a bigger effort. I think the UFC really believes TJ Dillishaw is going to win this fight, so maybe we might see a judge's decision that goes in favor of TJ Dillishaw if it's a close fight. But I think, in my heart of hearts, when the decision is called, in the fans' minds, in the MMA fighters' minds, it is going to be a Cejudo win via decision. And I'm marking it down now. I understand he's only ever had a decision against Demetrius Johnson. And I know TJ Dillishaw at this point in his career is a more dangerous fighter than Demetrius Johnson. I believe that. I believe that the power and the size of TJ Dillishaw makes him a more dangerous opponent for anybody. But I think Cejudo has proved, granted, it's against flyweights, that he can hang with the best of them. He can take it to decision. And when it comes to TJ Dillishaw and decisions, it's never good to look back on it. But that is my prediction for the main event of this week's card. Another fight to look forward to. Cowboy Cerrone, Alex Hernandez. Great fight. I want to put out there UFC 233 what happened to that. But this video is why Cejudo will defeat TJ Dillishaw this Saturday night. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Did I make a good enough case for Henry Cejudo to win the fight? Have I maybe swayed your opinion? Let me know in the comment section below. But that is going to do it for this video. That's going to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're watching in the day, have a great day. If you're watching at night, have a great night. And peace out, guys.